In today's video, we're going to be talking about what Rockstar plans to do since there's not going to be an update until December, what that update could potentially be, and all the questions you guys had for me in today's Q&A video. So as always, if you guys want to be featured in the next one, all you got to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and just be sure to use that hashtag AskBoss, and you might find yourself featured in the next one. But out of the way, let's not waste any more time, and let's get it started. All right, so our first question today comes from Nicholas, who says, do you think that Rockstar is intentionally giving players high amounts of cash to compensate for no update? So I don't think it's exactly to compensate for no update. Now, I also don't know if you're talking about the random, like, multi-millions of dollars that players are getting from Rockstar, or like that end of summer celebration where like you get money for logging on each day. I'm not sure. I do think it is a little bit of that. Like Rockstar knows that, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming up. There's not going to be a DLC until December. So I think they are giving players money to keep them on the game. Because if you have money, you'll buy things you don't have, you'll try out new things, and it'll keep you interested. And if they don't do that, players might not be as incentivized to stay on the game. So yes, I do think that's a good point. I do think Rockstar is giving players lots of this free money so that they can stay on the game and enjoy it. Even though RDR2 is not out, there's also a lot of other games coming out soon, and that's gonna, try and drag people away from Grand Theft Auto Online. But good question, Nicholas. Moving on to our next one from Daniel Pinto, who says, hey Ross, do you think we might get any new businesses in further updates? Nightclubs consolidated all of the existing ones, and I wonder how that would work if we get a new one. You make a good point, Daniel. It's kind of awkward for Rockstar to add another business into the game because it almost doesn't work. Would it be attached to the nightclub? Would it be separate from the nightclub? I don't think it would be attached because at that point Rockstar would have to rechange everything they've already done. I think if we're going to get a business, it's going to be a super exotic one. Like, for example, it'll be like a naval business or something like that. Or it'll be something just we've never seen before, not really connected to any of the other ones. Because you are kind of right. With what Rockstar did with the nightclubs, they sort of put everything together in one. And if they were to add another one, it would be a little bit strange. I also just don't think it would make sense to have a big business update right after we just got a big business update. Although they've done that in the past with finance and felonies and bikers and then import-export. So it can be done, and we've seen Rockstar do it. RF9 says, do you think the next update will be bigger than After Hours? Highly unlikely. In terms of download size, I would say no. After Hours was the biggest update of all time in terms of size, just because of all the music, all the cutscenes, all the interiors. I think After Hours was the biggest in terms of content that they added, but no, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that After Hours was the biggest update we're ever going to get, which is kind of fitting because it was the last update before RDR2, so Rockstar sort of ended on a bang, which I guess does make sense. But no, I don't think we're going to be getting any more bigger updates than After Hours. I think all the updates going forward will either be small to medium size. That's not to say they're going to be bad, but they definitely won't be as in-depth and certainly not as large as the After Hours was, not only in terms of content, but also in terms of getting the actual content on your disc or on your console. Insanity Wolf says, hey Ross, do you think that Rockstar will ever add more Benny's vehicles to Grand Theft Auto Online? If so, what kind of new vehicles do you think should be added? So I think really any new vehicle should be added to Benny's. I mean, we've seen lowriders, we've seen minivans, we've seen supercars, we've seen sports cars. So I don't think any car is off limits to Benny's. I think that there's a lot of different things that they could do here. I'd like to see them make older vehicles become Benny's vehicles, like the T20. That would just be an awesome car to get an upgrade. Maybe they could do the same thing with the Adder, turn it into another version of the Bugatti Divo. So there's lots of options that Rockstar could do. Do I think they will add more Benny's vehicles? Potentially. That could be a really cool update in December. Rockstar knows that we love vehicles. It wouldn't be a ton of work for them, but the new cars would be so cool to race, do car shows with. So yeah, I do think there's a possibility. It's just been a really long time, so I don't know if Rockstar would ever consider adding more of them into the game. Chris Montney says, do you think Rockstar will open up more of the automotive places around the map so that we have more than just 4 Los Santos Customs locations? So Chris, if that's the case, I think Rockstar is going to need to add like a new type of vehicle-based DLC. So for example, when we got Benny's, it's because that update was all about lowriders. So I think Rockstar would have to do like a Midnight Club update that's all about underground tuner race cars, or like an off-road redneck DLC that's all about big lifted monster trucks and adding crazy, kits to trucks and cars that are off-roading like Jeeps and stuff like that. That's the only way I could see Rockstar doing that, but both of those DLC themes sound awesome. So to answer your question, I think it would take a new update to have Rockstar do that. I don't think they're just going to, add more LSCs to the world. I don't think that makes sense for them, and I don't think they're going to be doing that. Damo Breslin says, do you think Rockstar will do a Halloween event this year? I think it's very unlikely because Halloween is it always on the 31st of October? I can never remember that. I think it is. Either way, that's like 5 days or in the same week as Red Dead Redemption 2's release. So I can almost guarantee you that that's not going to be happening. The two would just conflict way too much. There's a chance that maybe Rockstar just releases like the old Halloween content, or maybe does a Halloween event week. But as far as getting like a new Halloween update, I think the chances of that are very, very slim. Will says, Ross, do you think that GTA 5 will be on the upcoming new consoles? PS5, Xbox 2, etc. Love from Montana. Will, thank you for that question. No, I don't think so. I think we've seen the last of GTA 5 getting released. In fact, I think on those newer consoles, PS5, Xbox 2, like you mentioned, will probably be the prime opportunity for Rockstar to release Grand Theft Auto 6, or the next GTA game. So no, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more remastered versions of GTA 5. That would be so silly to see a PS5 version of GTA 5. Maybe not now. Maybe sometime in the future if Rockstar do like an anniversary edition. But I don't see it something they do like really seriously. I think by then they'll definitely be focusing on, other games like Bully 2, GTA 6, etc. Snake134 Life says, do you think Rockstar will ever let Grand Theft Auto Online get as bad as PS3 and Xbox 360 are now when they stop supporting the game? I don't think so. I think the reason they stopped supporting Xbox 360 and PS3 is because game developers in general stopped supporting those consoles. I mean, they're old. No one makes games for them anymore. So it doesn't make sense for Rockstar to try and fix them. As long as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are the current generation systems, I think Rockstar will continue to support them. I don't think they'll let them die. Even with RDR2 out, I think they will continue to patch glitches and bugs and prevent people from doing stuff and do consistent event weeks. So I don't think that's something you have to worry about. I think they'll keep the game alive and well, which they should, because it's, good for us. We enjoy it. And it's still good for Rockstar. Still makes them a lot of money. Jinx Per Hyper says, do you think the reason Rockstar won't add a naval DLC is because of the possibility of water destroying product? Rockstar have never done well with water in the GTA series. I mean, going back to GTA 3 when you couldn't swim, to Vice City, where if you fell in the water, you would die, to San Andreas, where it was awkward and clunky, and then we moved to GTA 4, where it's just cumbersome to get in and out, and same thing with GTA 5. Rockstar have just never done well with water, and you're right, that might be a reason why they are sort of hesitant with that. Although we have had some big water-based missions in the past, like in the Heist update, we had plenty of missions where it took us out in the water, and even under the ocean, and in GTA 5 single player, there were plenty of missions where we had the exact same concept, dealing with submarines or underwater life that we had to figure out. So I hope that doesn't, prevent Rockstar from doing a huge update like that, because at this point, number one, it's something they should have figured out, and number two, I think it's something a lot of people would like to see. But we're really just going to have to wait and see. Right now, a naval DLC has not been confirmed or denied. And our final question of the day comes from James, who says, do you think Rockstar should add in a car dealership? This would give players a chance to try out cars before they make a purchase, like a Sunshine Autos Los Santos Customs edition. That would be kind of cool. So I actually like this idea, and I've talked about it in the past, where before you buy a car, you should get a test drive period, maybe like a 3 to 5 minute period where you can drive the car, and then once you're done driving the car, or once the 3 to 5 minutes is up, it disappears. It kicks you out and it goes away. And this could give you a better idea on if you like the car, if you like the sound, if you like the customization, if you like how it feels, if you like how it drives, before you end up spending, $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 to $5 million on a vehicle like that. I understand why Rockstar probably doesn't want to do that. Number one, if so, they probably wouldn't sell as many cars, which would mean less money for them. And number two, I'm sure that would just open up the floodgates for so many glitches to, take the test drive car and make it yours permanently. I mean, I could just see them dealing with so many issues right then and there. So a good idea in theory, but I think executing that would be a whole lot more difficult than we all think. But anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.